From creepypasta to modern-day boogeyman. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 5 creepiest things about the Slender Man myth.
He's called Slender Man. He's usually described as being tall and thin, wearing a black suit, white shirt, necktie, and having a blank face.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're taking a look at the various aspects of what makes the Slender Man so scary, in order to better understand how he's crept his way into popular culture and become an online horror icon. Number 5. His origins. Slender Man's rise to popularity can be traced back to June 10, 2009, when Eric Knudsen, also known as Victor Surge, entered a Photoshop competition on the Something Awful website forum. Knudsen posted 2 black and white photos of children being stalked by a mysterious figure dubbed Slender Man. Adding to the authenticity, the post came complete with fabricated quotes from Slender Man's alleged victims. It wasn't long until Slender Man started making the rounds online, erupting as a viral sensation. While Knudsen is credited for creating Slender Man, numerous people have contributed to his mythology through fan art, videos, and so on. At least we can take comfort in knowing that Slender Man does not really exist. Or does he?
We check under our beds for the Slender Man, but he's, not actually there. He is the thing that we fear that we don't actually encounter.
Number 4. His appearance and powers.
He constantly wears a suit. He doesn't have a face. His skin is white.
Slender Man's appearance is so simple and yet so sinister, typically depicted with a tall, thin physique, a white, faceless head, a dark suit, and tentacle-like arms that can snatch up his victims, who are usually children. Of course, Slender Man isn't limited to this one look. Various sources claim that his face changes for anybody who sees it, inviting a wide range of horrifying possibilities. Adding to his menace, it's been suggested that Slender Man's powers include teleportation, invisibility, and mind reading. In other words, he can strike anywhere in any form at any time, cranking up his creepiness. Whichever face he's wearing, you wouldn't want to encounter it in the woods. Number 3. The fate of his victims. Sometimes the unknown is scarier than what's right in front of you. Although Slender Man is one of the most well-known figures in digital folklore, he still remains an ambiguous figure. His motives are an enigma, with some believing that he spreads terror and suffering simply for the thrill of it. Many of his victims are frightened to the brink of insanity, others simply disappear. Slender Man doesn't leave any dead bodies or hard evidence behind. He could very well eat his victims or send them to another dimension for all we know. In any case, those unfortunate enough to come into contact with him will surely be left with a serious case of slender sickness.
6 black arms will grab you up, or stalk you till you just give up. He'll leave your body not to eat, but to staple your corpse upon a tree.
Number 2. He uses human proxies. What's even more terrifying than a monster that commits unspeakable atrocities? How about a monster that carries out his acts of evil through others? It's been frequently suggested that Slender Man uses proxies, both human and other entities, to execute physical harm, manipulate objects, and dispose of evidence.
Can't stop it. He needs me. He's not gonna let me.
While it's been debated exactly how much control Slender Man has over others, it's widely believed that he strips individuals of virtually any free will or personality, turning them into mindless puppets.
If you're a proxy, supposedly you live in Slender Mansion that all the creepypastas supposedly live in.
Proxies are typically unaware that they're being influenced by Slender Man, and will meet a dismal end once their usefulness runs out. Number 1. He's been blamed for real-life stabbings.
She said, "We have to kill Bella."
Okay. And do you know why she said that? Like, why she was thinking that?
Because we had to supposedly prove ourselves worthy to Slender.
Even if Slender Man is fictional, the impact he's had is all too real. He's even inspired real-life crimes, most notably a stabbing that occurred on May 31, 2014, in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Anissa Wire and Morgan Geyser, 2 12-year-old girls, reportedly stabbed classmate Peyton Leitner 19 times in hopes of getting Slender Man's attention.
Why did you decide to stab Peyton?
It was necessary.
Leitner fortunately survived the attack, while Wire and Geyser were committed to mental institutions. This crime would motivate a 13-year-old in Cincinnati, Ohio to attack her mother with a knife. After the attack, the mother told the media that her daughter was similarly obsessed with Slender Man.
Stories of Slender Man often feature him stalking or traumatizing people. But in this case, fantasy turned into reality, and this mom says it should be a wake-up call for all parents.
Myth or not, this creepypasta has made its way into the real world. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.